If you had any doubts that there was corruption at play in the Premier League, then this new luxury tax rule should help clear the air, albeit not in a positive sense. For those of you that missed it, the authorities that be are looking to abolish the points deductions we've seen this season courtesy of PSR and replace them with hefty fines instead. Their logic is that PSR is currently unfit for purpose. I mean fucking hell, even a blind man can see that, and the Prem could fall from its lucrative position as the best league in the world if clubs are no longer able to afford top talent. As we witnessed shortly after the punishment of 4 and 6 points on Forest and Everton respectively, clubs up and down the country got spooked, and that led to the quietest January transfer window of all time. With this in mind, radical reform has been discussed and an entirely new system could be voted in by June. Now, when it comes to a luxury tax, clubs that overspend will be financially penalized. However, they can continue buying players left, right and center if they wish to do so. I'm sorry, but this might just be the stupidest idea I've ever heard in my entire life. The whole bloody point of PSR was to act as a deterrent. Now all of a sudden, cash-rich clubs with limitless funds can do as they please, knowing full well the most they'll get is a slap on the wrist, which for nation-states like the UAE and Saudi Arabia is nothing more than pocket change. Unfortunately though, most if not all clubs in the country are going to be in favor of this. The reason is that the money collected from the aforementioned fines, which could quite comfortably run into the tens of millions, would then be redistributed to sides who actually complied with the rules. Let's be real, this is nothing more than protection for the likes of Manchester City. Their accountants and lawyers have been working day and night to try and find loopholes in the system, and given the government which owns the club has British politicians in their back pocket, they were never going to be under threat of expulsion despite the 115 charges leveled against them. For what it's worth, it's not just City either. The rest of the so-called top 6, including my own club Man United, want to retain their power and ensure other sides are unable to compete, and thus every change that's made ends up being in their favor. Meanwhile, Forest and Everton are brutally punished for the slightest of mishaps, and should either of them end up getting relegated because of it, shit will well and truly go down. What's worse is that the Premier League are acting as judge, jury, and beneficiary. They want to avoid bringing their product into disrepute by taking the best team in the country to the cleaners, but are keen on getting a piece of the Arabian money pie, and all the rest of us can do about it is moan on social media without bringing about any actual change. Personally, I feel like modern day football is absolute shite. I'm getting more and more fed up with it by the day. Do let me know your own take down below, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Peace.